We are back with another exciting contest as Team Kurukshetra is up against Rising Sun. Team Kurukshetra winning the toss and electing to bat first hasn't been proved as the right thing to do until now, because Rising Sun has stuck really early in the very first over. Captain himself striking now. Another wicket goes down. Ravi Chapidi. Beautifully ball Yorker, just trying to dig it out but couldn't do so. The ball passes his defense and his off stump goes down. Second wicket down for Kurukshetra. Ravi Chapidi departs after scoring 4 of 6 balls. Kurukshetra after 2 overs are 6 for 2. Baji 99 to continue. The captain continuing. Very good first over for Baji 99. Has picked up 1 wicket and given just for another one up in the air. But well over the fielder in the point. The call is for 2. And he'll make it easily. Chetu on this occasion trying to go across the line. Hint of away movement for Baji. Getting the leading edge. But that was a full shot. That's why the ball just carried slight away. Slight behind the fielder in the point. Chetu survives and picks 2. With that 2, Kurukshetra moves to 8. This time Chetu just punches the ball down the ground to Harsha. Dot ball. Excellent start. Dream start for Rising Sun. Picked 2 crucial wickets in no time. We are into the 3rd over of the match and Rising Sun has already struck twice. Again short of a length. This time Chetu picks his spot too quickly onto the back foot in a flash and pulls it beautifully into the mid-wicket region for the first boundary. With that boundary, Chetu moves to 7 and Team Kurukshetra moves to 12. Is this the move on that Team Kurukshetra might have been looking? Until now, it's all Rising Sun, but the first positive intent from the captain of Team Kurukshetra, Chetu, stepping in and getting the first boundary for his team. Let's see how much more can he get for his team. Captain to captain, Baji to Chaitanya. Chetu again tries to go down the ground, but this time he misses. So did the keeper. The ball is racing away to the boundary. Yes, it does. Poor fielding effort on this occasion by the keeper. Just letting one straight ball go through. And 4 by signal by the umpire. Runs are runs. Anyhow they come. Another boundary for Kurukshetra. With that boundary, their score moves to 16. This over is proving to be a good one for Kurukshetra. Already 10 of the first 4. Chetu again just playing it with the soft hand, just trying to defend it. Not really going hard at the ball now. He has already picked the boundary and won by courtesy wicket keeper. So good over for Kurukshetra so far. 10 already of the first 5. Last ball of the 3rd over coming up. Chetu just plays with the soft hand, straight to the power. Fielder at the short covers. Pullisar, the fielder there. He was little bit late onto the ball. Hence, both the batters completing the single with ease. With that single, Team Kurukshetra are 17 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shivakumar to continue. Excellent first over by Shivakumar. Only given away 2 runs in his first over and picked one crucial wicket. Now he's back for his second over. Single to start. Another full straight one. This time he digs it out. A tight single can be a run out. But the bowler misses. Good all-round cricket. Another single. Good tight run. It was an early call from Naveed Chandra and Chaitu responding to the call. And in the end, they make it quite comfortably. So 2 singles at the very first 2 balls of this over. Quite a steady start of this over for Kurukshetra. Team Kurukshetra had lost already 2 wickets, so they don't have too much to full straight and it's coming towards us. What an hit from Chaitu, picking the bones out of that ball. That was full in the arc for Chaitu and nothing much than a lofted cover drive from Chaitu. Straight on to the side screen. First 6 for the Kurukshetra team.
उसको बोले 2 मिनट वाला.
Another good looking shot by Chaitu. Heaves to mid wicket and the ball races to the boundary in no time. Chaitu looking good, looking comfortable out in the center. 6. Then a loud appeal for caught behind. Not out says the umpire as the ball just brushed to the pad of Chaitu. Then again full and straight from Shivakumar and thank you very much says Chaitu and puts it to the fence in no time. Another Yorker, but this time Chaitu keeps it out beautifully and drives it on the ground for another single. With that single, 4 overs have been completed. Team Kurukshetra are 30 for the loss of 2 wickets. Another good looking shot by Chaitu. This time he goes over log of fielder there in the deep, but still he takes him on and takes him on beautifully. Goes over his head for another 6. That's already second 6 for the Chaitu. He moves to 27 of just 16 deliveries. 2 sixes and 2 fours for Chaitu. With that 6, Kurukshetra team moves to 39 in just 4.4 overs. Another shot down the ground, another 4. It's raining boundaries here at Ruma Cricket Ground. Chaitu at the moment is going all guns blazing at the bowling team. The bowling team Rising Sun started beautifully at the start of the innings, but now they are losing the plot due to extraordinary shot making skills shown by Chaitu, the captain of team Kurukshetra. Shot wide. Chaitu chasing that ball. No need to chase that ball. It's already given wide by the umpire. Batsman, bowler Prakash clearly seems under pressure, some sort of pressure, as he bowls one well outside the off stump for wide. Another ball, this time driven away beautifully, but straight to the man. No run, dot ball to end the 5th over. After 5 overs, Team Kurukshetra are 44 for the loss of 2 wickets. Prakash to continue. Not so good first over by Prakash, but he comes back beautifully and grabs Chaitu on the pads. Fortunately for Chaitu, the ball was sliding down the leg, not outside by the umpire. Chaitu survives. That was a huge shout off leg before against Chaitu. Six. This is the 7th over of the match. So power play have been come. Chaitu this time goes down the ground and goes all the way for big 6. That's excellent striking. That's clean hit by Chaitu. He takes the fielder on. There was a fielder on wide log on for that particular shot, but Chaitu clears him quite comfortably and gets another big 6 for his team. With that 6, Kurukshetra team score moves to 56. After losing 2 early wickets and quite a slow start, Chaitu has managed to put good score on the board. At the moment, they are scoring at 8.84 runs per over. Short ball into the pitch. This time, Chaitu defends. Straight back to the bowler. No run. Good cricket all around. 6 runs coming off the very first 3 balls of this over. Still 3 balls remaining in this over. Anything can happen in this match. Chaitu giving charge and hitting the ball way over long off on this occasion. Not over long off. He's gone over the cover region for another 6. That's excellent hitting by Chaitu. With that 6, he moves to 48 of just 25 deliveries. Chaitu at the moment is dealing in 6s. He's taking the charge to the bowlers. He's taking the liking. Again, Chaitu goes again. Will it be taken? Oh my God. Excellent effort there by Harsha. But somehow the ball manages to go over his head. He got a good piece of hand to it, but couldn't hold on to it as the ball was always going over his head. Valiant effort there by Harsha, but couldn't stop the ball going for 6. Another 6 for Kurukshetra and Chaitu. With that 6, Chaitu reaches a landmark of 50, 54 in 26 deliveries. Chaitu this time again gives the charge. Bowler saw him coming down. Oh, another misfield in the deep cover region. And another 4 to end the 7th over. 7 overs have been completed. Kurukshetra are 72 for the loss of 2 wickets. change in a bowling attack. Harsha got into the attack and he responds beautifully to his captain. Has conceded only 3 runs in his first over. Another change in a bowling attack. Now Venkat 12 into the attack. Starts off with a wide. Another extra to Team Kurukshetra. Their score moves to 90. They are 90 of 9 overs. Currently they are scoring exactly 10 runs per over. They are all set to score a big total. This time Chetu trying to go big, but just stops his shots at the very last moment and just plays it all around the carpet at the very last moment, just realizing the length is not there to go aerial, so just taps the ball all along the carpet and gets the one. And another wide. Not so good start by Venkat. 2 wides and a single. 3 runs coming off very first ball of this over. Rising tough challengers. RTC starting beautifully, picking 2 early wickets. And against the run of play, Naveen Chanda trying to go over the cover region, but the ball was straight into the pocket for the fielder standing in the circle at the cover region. Fully the fielder there and he puts it down. Another single for Team Kurukshetra. Fortune favors the brave. Chetu again giving the charge. Bowler saw him coming, so drags a length back. Another misfield by the fielder on the long off region, and another boundary for Team Kurukshetra. At the moment, RTC are helping the Kurukshetra to get through a big total. At the moment, they are scoring in excess of 10, 10.21 the correct run rate, the current run rate to be precise. Chetu again giving charge. Bowler again saw him coming down the track and drags his length back. Chetu still managing to cut that ball into the sweeper cover fielder region. Another single for Team Kurukshetra. 98 for 2, 9.4 overs. Not the start they were after, Kurukshetra, but definitely the acceleration they were hoping for. Good loud appeal for caught behind. Not out, says the umpire. This time Naveen Chandra again trying to go over the cover fielder. This time failing to get any connection on the ball. Dot ball. Last ball of the 10th over coming. Venkat 12 to Naveen Chandra. Wide. Down the leg. Another extra. With that extra, Kurukshetra team nearing that 100 mark. Their score moves to 99. They are 1 hit away from the 100 mark. This time Naveen goes over cover fielder there and he misfields it again. Same fielder, same misfielding, same result. 4 to end the 10th over. After 10 overs, Team Kurukshetra are 103 for the loss of 2 wickets. We'll be right back after a very short 2 minutes break. Ends will be changed. Excellent grab there by Sri Harsha to dismiss Chaitu. Chaitu had played excellently for his 98, but just fell too short of his three figures. Chaitu departing after scoring 98 of just 46 deliveries. 8 fours and 8 sixes for Chaitu. He was playing in excess of strike rate of 200 to 13 to be precise, but now departs after scoring well made 98. Chaitu deserves 100, but he has to depart back after scoring 98. Team RTC making a comeback in the second half. They have conceded only 30 runs but picked 3 crucial wickets in this second half of the first inning. Just 3.2 overs have been bowled from this end and 32 runs scored and 3 wickets have been picked by RTC. Mainly Chai to have departed now after scoring 98. Let's see how much more can Kurukshetra get in their remaining 6.4 overs. At the moment, Kurukshetra are 135 for the 5. Arif the new man in 132 matches for Arif, 1986 runs at the average of 19.86, highest score of 90, more than capable batter Arif. Get an outside edge straight to the short third fielder. Oh, unnecessary throw there from the Baji, the fielder at the short third. That should have been a dot ball, but in the end, easy single for Arif. Arif off the mark straight away. Srinivas, he's been in the middle for quite some time. He has faced 5 deliveries and scored 6 runs. 1 boundary already for Srinivas. His strike rate is 120 at the moment. He needs to carry on from where Chaitu left. Again, beautiful cut shot straight to the point fielder. Good running between the wicket by both the batters. Loud and early call from both the batters and making it with ease in the end. This has been excellent over for Venkat after being struck for 4 at the very first ball by Chaitu. He strike backs. Courtesy brilliant catch by Harsha Allah, one of the best in this tournament so far. Chaitu departing after making 98. He deserved 100 there, but nevertheless, he has made a valuable contribution to his team. Now it's up to Arif and Srinivas to get Kurukshetra to a respectable total. Onto the pads, beautifully flicked away. There's a fielder deep in the square leg region. So there will be only still one ball remaining in this over. Eventful over this. 7 coming off this over and a wicket and a priceless wicket of Chaitu, who was looking dangerous out in the center, has now already departed. Now Srinivas and Arif playing quite sensibly this time. Srinivas just plays it on the ground for another single. Single to end the 14th over. After 14 overs, Kurukshetra are 138 for the loss of 5 wickets. Yeah. Good over there by Pulli. Just giving up 6 runs in the over. All around good over for both the teams. No wicket and not too many runs. 6 runs and no wicket is a good over for both the team. This time Arif turns it around and plays it to the square leg region. Deep mid wicket fielder desperately trying to cut it off. Yes, he does it. Good chase there by the fielder. But easy two for Arif. Shivakumar to continue. Shivakumar has bowled beautifully so far. 3.1 overs, 25 runs and 2 wickets for Shivakumar so far. Another good ball, equally well driven down the ground, but the power is not as good as the shot. So single to Arif, which brings Srinivas back on strike, who already has 2 boundaries in his pocket. He's on to 13 of Levendelev. This time he guides it beautifully. He sees the gap and just puts the ball right there. Excellent touch there by Srinivas. Helps himself to another boundary. Team Kurukshetra moving over 150. They have crossed the mark of 150. The score is 152 in 15.3 overs. Excellent touch there by Srinivas. Srinivas is not only just about big hitting, but he's about deft touch. He's showing it at that moment. Shot and beautifully pulled away. Will it be cutted off? Yes, it will be. But they are coming back for 2. That would be a risky run. Not so good throw by the fielder. In the end, easy 2 for Srinivas. Kurukshetra at the moment moving very smoothly. They have stopped for a while after the loss of Chaitu's wicket, but now they're all going after the bowling team. Another excellent drive there by Srinivas. No chance for any fielder to stop that one. Another boundary. This time Srinivas going inside out and getting that boundary. Second boundary of the over. This over is turning out to be an expensive one for RTC. 2 boundaries. 13 runs already off this over. Last ball to come. Appeal for the LBW. But this time the ball was definitely sliding down the leg. Leg by signal by the umpire. Single to end the over. 16 overs have been completed. Team Kurukshetra are 159 for the loss of 5 wickets. At the moment they are scoring touch under 10. 9.94 to be precise. Another change in the bowling attack. Baji, the captain, bringing himself back into the attack. Srinivas and Arif both looking set out into the center, especially Srinivas. Shot and beautifully punched from the back foot, but straight to the fielder. Single taken off the very first ball of Baji's over. Baji has been the economical bowler today. He have considered only 12 runs in 2.1 overs and a wicket for Baji. This time Arif giving a charge. Will it hold down? Yes. He holds out to long off fielder. Another wicket goes down for Team Kurukshetra as both the batters were looking comfortable. One shot too many for Arif. This time giving charge to Baji. Baji has been the pick of the bowler so far. And he strikes once again for his team. Arif goes out cheaply after scoring 6 runs in 7 balls. Team Kurukshetra 160 for the loss of 6 wickets. 16.2 overs completed. Still 3.4 overs remaining in this innings. How much more can Team Kurukshetra get? And what is the target? Will RTC set for themselves? Let's see which team will get upper hand over the other as we are into the last phase of this T20. Final 4 overs. New man in for Team Kurukshetra is Ashok Naidu. 104 matches for Ashok Naidu. 1138 runs at the average of 14.23. Highest score of 57. More than capable batter Ashok Naidu. Getting off the mark straight away. And giving the strike back to Srinivas, who's looking dangerous at the moment. Started slowly. Initially in his inning, he was looking slow, but he has made up. At the moment, he's striking in excess of 150. 152.94 to be precise, the strike rate for Srinivas. Full and straight and beautifully driven down the ground. There is the fielder there in the deep who cuts it off. 2 is the call. Will it? No. That's good running by both the batters, making the call loud and clear as soon as the ball was hitted. The call is for 2 and beautiful running. The fielder just making a slight adjustment there, and which helped the batters to get back for the second with ease. Slower ball attempted, and Chetu this time getting beaten on pace. Dot ball to end the 17th over. 17 overs have been completed. Team Kurukshetra are 165 for the loss of 6 wickets.
अरे आप ही नहीं कर रहे
Harsha
हो।
Allah brought back into the attack, and straight away he bowls Ashok Naidu out. Ashok Naidu departs cheaply after scoring 1 runs of 2 balls. New man in for Team Kurukshetra is Sham Sagar. 117 matches for Sham. 282 runs at the average of 9.42. Highest score of 28. Well known for his bowling. Harsha again going full, giving a bit of air to the ball. Vasu trying to take him on, but to end it, and the ball went all along the carpet to the deep mid-wicket fielder. Another single, which brings Shamsagar back on strike. At the moment, Team Kurukshetra are 167 for 7. They are 7 wicket down. They are in danger of getting bowled out within 20 overs because they are into the tail end from one side. Shamsagar, low order batter for Team Kurukshetra, well known for his bowling. Let's see what more can he do for Team Kurukshetra with bat in hand. After this, 2 overs to come. Splendid figures for Harsha Allah. 2.4 overs, 16 runs and 2 wickets. Economy of just 6.00. Another slog into the mid-wicket region. The call is for 2. And in the end, they make it with ease. Good running by Kurukshetra batsmen. The call was 2 as soon as they had the ball. Easily 2 runs for Team Kurukshetra. With that 2, their score moves to 167. This time Sam again peppering the leg side, slogging it into the mid-wicket region. Fielder they in the deep. Another single. With that single, 18 overs have been completed. Team Kurukshetra are 170 for the loss of 7 wickets. Last 2 overs still remaining. Kurukshetra at the moment are scoring 9.44 runs per over. They need to score more than 10 if they need to get anywhere near to 200 mark. They need to score 15 runs per over from here on if they are willing to get anywhere near to 200. Baji, the captain of RTC, to bowl himself out. 4th over now for Baji. Short ball and beautifully punched off the back foot by Shamsagar. Shamsagar doing the right thing by just giving the strike back to Srinivas. Srinivas looking well set out in the center. His 29 of 20 balls, 4 boundaries already to his name. Can he finish big for his team? Can he take his team over that 200 mark? Or will RTC put brakes to this Kurukshetra innings? This time Srinivas goes over the head of the bowler. One bounce into the fence. First boundary of the 19th over and a welcome boundary for Team Kurukshetra. Excellent hitting there by Srinivas. Just lining up the bowler beautifully and hitting through the line. Going straight down the ground. No fielder will be placed right behind the bowler. So safe area to be hit. Getting the boundary. Another excellent touch by Vasu. The ball was always going away with the angle that Baji is bowling. He just guides it as the third man is in the circle. So another boundary for Team Kurukshetra and Srinivas Vasu. It's raining at the moment at Ruma cricket ground. Another change in a field. Now third man drops back and square leg coming inside the circle. And this time the ball was onto the pads. Both the fielders there were inside the circle. That should have been put away, but instead Vasu plays straight to the fielder. Still single taken, which brings Sam Sagar back on strike. Excellent over as far as team Kurukshetra is concerned. 2 boundaries coming off this over. 10 runs already of first 4 deliveries. This time Sham Sagar trying to go downtown, but failing to get any good connection onto the ball. And the ball landing well inside the circle. Fielder is well deep there, so no danger of getting caught out. Another single, which brings Srinivas back on strike, who is looking dangerous at the moment, who is already on to 38 of just 23 deliveries. 6 boundaries so far for Srinivas. He's striking at 165.22. Last ball of the 19th over coming. Baji taking bit of beatings right in the end of the match, end of the innings. Full and straight, and Vasu just tucks it down the ground for single. Vasu will retain the strike after 19 overs. Team Kurukshetra are 182 for the loss of 7 wickets. Last over of the innings coming up. Sri Harsha to ball the final overs of the inning. Final over of the first inning. Kurukshetra are 182. Team Kurukshetra started slowly, lost 2 early wickets, then the excellent knock from Chaitu, scored 98. Full toss and pulled away beautifully in the gap. Bounty to start the 20th over of the inning. No better way to start the 20th over for the batting team. Hit a boundary. 4 of the very first ball of Harsha. Harsha this time just trying to flight it too much, and in the end just giving easy full toss to the batter Srinivas. Srinivas is well set out in the center. He's not gonna miss out on these kind of deliveries. And a field change now, deep square leg in a place for Harsha. Harsha to Srinivas. Full ball inside edge, and the ball is racing away to the boundary. Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. Another boundary, back-to-back boundary for Srinivas. Fortune favors the brave. Inside edge, and the ball goes to the third man region. Backward point region, sorry. Back-to-back boundary for team Kurukshetra and Srinivas. Srinivas nearing his 50, 47. Short ball, outside edge. Straight to the short third fielder. Single denied by Srinivas. Srinivas wants the strike. Srinivas wants to finish this innings with big success, I guess. He wants to finish on a high. Team Kurukshetra already into the 190. Srinivas this time advancing down the ground and missing a straight one, and bullseye. You miss, I hit, says Harsha Allah. That's 8th wicket down for team Kurukshetra. Srinivas departing after well made 47 of 28 deliveries. At the 19.4 over mark, team Kurukshetra are 190 for the loss of 8 wickets. 2 balls still remaining in this over. The new man in for Team Kurukshetra is G1. 52 matches for G1, 113 runs at the average of 9.43, highest 37. Last two balls, and straight away Jiva hits one straight down the ground, but straight to the fielder there. Couple of bounce and into the hands of the fielder there in the deep. Single, which brings Sham Sagar back on strike. Sham Sagar is 6 of 6 deliveries. Can he finish with a boundary? Let's see. Sham Sagar hits it straight down the ground. The call is for 2, but there's never a 2 runs there. And yes, there will be run out. Jiva sacrificing his wicket just to get an extra run for his team. And Team Kurukshetra, after winning the toss, electing to bat first, finishing 192 for the loss of 9 wickets. 193 will be the target for RTC Rising Tough Challengers when they come out to bat. We'll be right back after a very short break of 5 minutes. Do catch us in the chase. Ravi Chapidi getting his revenge on Shiva Prasad. Prasad. Back to back 2 boundaries for Shiva Prasad. Then a wicket. Rising tough challengers were off to a flyer with the help of Shiva Prasad's excellent striking. He struck 3 boundaries before getting dismissed by Ravi Chapidi. Ravi Chapidi caught him right in the front of the stumps. An umpire has no hesitation in raising his finger. So first wicket down for rising tough challengers in the form of Shiva Prasad. Shiva Prasad goes after scoring well-made 12 runs of just 9 deliveries. Rising tough challengers are 15 for 1 after 1.5 overs. New man in is Mukesh. Another shout, but not out, says the umpire. Mukesh Dorisetti, quite an experienced batter. 27 matches for him, 201 runs at the average of 8.74, 29 the highest score for him. Excellent first over by Ravi Chapidi. After being struck twice for a boundary, he comes back with a wicket. Priceless scalp of Shiva Prasad in the very first over of Ravi Chapidi. With that dot ball, 2 overs have been completed. RTC are 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. Ravi Chandra to continue. Good first over by Ravi Chandra. Have conceded only 15 runs in the first over. Dot to start the third over. Another huge shot for LBW. And not out, says the umpire. Excellent bowling there by Ravi Chandra. Just getting the ball to curve in. But this time the batsman was well outside the off stump. So impact for outside the off stump. There's no way that he was going to be given out when he's that much outside the off stump. But nevertheless, good shout by the entire team. Another shot of LBW. This time umpire raises his finger. This time the ball keeping low, and no doubt whatsoever in umpire's mind. And second wicket down for RTC in the form of Mukesh. Mukesh goes out cheaply. Even he gets out without troubling the scorer. He just played 3 deliveries and got dismissed by Ravi Chandra. Caught in front of the wickets. So second wicket down for RTC in the form of Mukesh. Team Kurukshetra well and truly back in this contest. New man in for RTC is Anil Kumar. 75 matches for Anil Kumar, 814 runs at the average of 14.80, highest score of 87. Very capable batsman Anil Kumar. Now under immense pressure. as Team RTC has been pushed back on the back foot. They have been struck twice by Kurukshetra. Again, good delivery by Ravi Chandra, just tailing the ball in. Equally well played by Anil Kumar, just defends it beautifully. Textbook defense shot there by Anil Kumar. There's a lot of noise there in the center as Team Kurukshetra are cheering every delivery ball by the bowler. Another good ball, another good in-swinger. This time Anil Kumar looked a bit uncomfortable once the ball was getting towards him after pitching, but still manages to keep it out. Excellent start for the bowling team, Team Kurukshetra. Shiva Prasad looked comfortable for his 12, but he has to go back. After that, Mukesh falling cheaply without even scoring. Another awkward sort of shot there, going across the line, trying to give a heave in the mid-wicket region, but missing the ball completely. With that dot ball, 3 overs have been completed. RTC are 16 for the loss of 2 wickets. Excellent shot there by Anil Kumar. Harsha Allah, on this occasion, giving the charge to the bowler and driving it onto the up, reaching to the pitch of the ball and driving it on the up through the cover region. Excellent shot and excellent start to the third over for Harsha. With that boundary, RTC moves to 20. This time Ravi Chappiri trying to attack the stumps. In process, he drifts one down the leg. White ball signal by the umpire. Another extra to RTC. This time Harsha again trying to advance down the ground, but Ravi Chappiri saw him coming and gets the ball further up. Harsha yorked himself but did well to keep it out. Another dot ball. Full and straight, loud appeal, and umpire raises his finger. That was a slower one, and Harsha clearly missing that length. That ball was way slower than the batter thought. He was way too early in the shot and missing the ball completely, and that one was pretty adjacent and no hesitation in umpire's mind, and he raises the finger. Third wicket down for RTC. RTC are 3 down after 3.3 overs. single to end the fourth over. 4 overs have been completed. RTC are 23 for the loss of 3 wickets. Ravi Chapidi with the wicket. RTC are already 3 down into the fourth over. This time bit of misfield there by the fielder in the mid wicket. Call is for 2, but no, they have to settle it for 1 in the end. Another single to start the fifth over. Ravi Chandra continuing. So far excellent figures for Ravi Chandra. 2.1 overs, 7 runs and a wicket at the economy rate of 3.23. Excellent new ball bowling by Kurukshetra. RTC are chasing 190 plus and they have lost 3 early wickets. They desperately need a partnership over here. Good length delivery outside off stump. Excellent bowling there by Ravi Chandra. He's well known for his in-swingers, but time now and then he attempts to bowl the outswingers too. He usually stays on to the wicket, but sometimes, like the previous delivery, likes to bowl it onto the good length outside off stump. Just like to tease the bowler, asking question each and every time his team's in Ravi Chandra. Bit of Jimmy Anderson in him. Very similar action to Jimmy Anderson. Another good ball outside off stump, equally well cutted away by Anirudh. Ball is for 2 and they'll make it with ease, courtesy a misfield by the deep point fielder. Another 2 to the total. With that, RTC moves to 26 for the loss of 3 wickets. Another ball straight to the fielder there. Don't know where Anirudh was running on this occasion. That was fiercely struck and that went straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Excellent shot by Anirudh to Ravi Chandra. Going over cover, getting that boundary. And good comeback by Ravi Chandra. Bowling the dot at the very last ball of the over. With that dot, 5 overs have been completed. RTC are 30 for the loss of 3 wickets. RTC have lost too many early wickets. They are chasing a big target. Both the teams neck to neck at this stage, but then came the Chaitu storm in the very first inning. Chaitu scoring 98 of just 45 deliveries, strike rate in excess of 200. They need a Chaitu type knock over here from somebody to get them over the line for RTC. Another bowling change. Sham Sagar now brought into the attack. 117 matches for Sham Sagar, 65 wickets, 9.22 the economy, best figures of 4 for 30. starts off with a wide down the leg, and the keeper Srinivas failing to collect it in once. So another 1 run taken. White plus 1 in total, 2 extras to Rising Tough challengers.
सोबत क्लिअर आउट तिचे
2 wides to start, and then a dot for Sham Sagar. In total 3 runs in just 1 ball. Wide shot and cut away beautifully to the point region, and excellent running between the wicket by both the runners, completing that single with ease. Fielder there is right at the edge of the circle, which makes easier for the batter to cross through for a single. Another single for Anirudh Kapil. He's looking comfortable out in the center. His 8 of 9 delivery, 1 boundary for him. This time Anil Kumar just hits one down the ground. Virat Abhi, the fielder there, does the fielding and gets the ball back to the bowler in time. Only single taken. Now runs coming in singles for RTC at the moment. This was the wide onto the stumps, drifting down onto the pads, and equally well swept by the batter Anirudh Kapil. This kind of balls are freebies to the batters, and batter as good as Anirudh Kapil will not miss on opportunities like this. So he gets 4 for himself and his team. With that boundary, he moves to 12 of 10 deliveries, and his team score moves to 39. Another good looking drive outside off stump. Went straight to the fielder. Bit of misfield there by Ravi Chappedi, the fielder in the cover region. But the backup is there. So no extra run, only single to RTC. With that single, the score moves to 40. Last ball of the 6th over, last ball of the power play coming up. Shot into the pitch and beautifully punched onto the back foot. And that was a close call there, but umpires give it in the favor of the batters. So 6 overs have been completed. Rising Tough challengers are 41 for the loss of 3 wickets. RTC still need 152 runs in 84 deliveries at the run rate of 10.83. Currently they are going 6.83. They need to up the ante from here on if they want to reach to the target.
आ जाऊँ जाएंगे।
नहीं कहीं को
7 ओवर हो गए ना, बोल रहे थे ना।
अबे पागल 5 भी नहीं बजे अभी।
हाँ तो मैं वही बोला आपको, 5 भी नहीं बजे, वही जल तो आप क्या बोले, जमाती 5-15। ठीक है चल।
अच्छा एक काम कर। अच्छा
No ball signal by the umpire. Free hit coming up. Sham Sagar clearly missing his liner length, bowling that full over the waistline. This time, Baji gives him the charge. There's a chance of a run out on a free hit. No. In the end, easily single completed. With that single, 8 overs have been completed. Rising Tough challengers are 64 for the loss of 4 wickets. Still 12 overs remaining in this match. RTC need RTC needs more 129 runs in just 72 balls. Required rate now creeping up, and it goes all the way over 10. 10.75 to be precise in over. The current rate is 8.0. MVP Karthik to continue. Expensive first over for Karthik. He has conceded 14 runs in very first over that he bowled. Still the captain of Kurukshetra trusting Karthik and giving him another go. Let's see, can he prove his captain right? MVP Karthik now. Shot outside wide. Yep, wide ball signal by the umpire. That was short and wide, well outside the tramp line. Easy decision for umpire. Wide signal, another extra for RTC. This might help the cause for RTC. Another short ball, but this time well inside the line. Baji just punches it on the back foot. Tries to take the single, but the ball went straight into the hands of the bowler. Good fielding by Karthik on his own bowling. Dot to start. Another ball outside off stump. This time they are running an extra. Direct hit, but not out, says the umpire. And wide +1. Another 2 extras for RTC. With 2 extras, RTC score moves to 67. Karthik, MVP Karthik proving touch expensive over here. He has conceded 17 runs in just 1.1 overs. His economy is 14.57 at the moment. Another shot wide. This time beautifully cut away into the cover region. Fielder there in the deep. And he gets the ball back to the keeper in time. Only single conceded. So 5 of the first 2 deliveries of the 9th over. Another short delivery. This time Baji just punches it off the back foot straight to the long off. Abhi Virat, the fielder there, does the good work and gets the ball back to the bowler in no time. Another single to RTC. Baji and Anirudh at the moment just rotating the strike. This was well outside the tramp line, but still the batsman chasing after that ball and just hitting it straight to the sweeper cover fielder for another single. Not good cricket by RTC batter there, Anirudh. He should have left that one out. That was clearly going outside the line. That would have been given wide if left alone. Short ball to Baji. Baji tries to cut, but misses the ball completely. Another dot for Karthik. Good comeback by Karthik after being struck for 14 in very first over. He has conceded only 6 runs in this over. Still a ball to spare, but can he finish? Can he close this over out? Short ball, and again this time the call is for 2. Can they make it? Good throw there, but still Anirudh is quite quick between the stumps, so he makes it for 2 with ease. With that 2, 9 overs have been completed. RTC are 72 for the loss of 4 wickets. Good start to the 10th over for RTC. Just getting the boundary at the very first ball of the 10th over. Another change in the bowling. Arif now brought into the attack. This time shot tries to pull, but the ball is straight up in the air. And Baji would be disappointed with his shot selection there. Baji has to go back after scoring 9 of 10 deliveries. The captain of RTC walking back now. RTC after 9.3 are 77 for 5. Half of the teams now back in the shed for RTC. They still need 116 runs in 63 balls. Huge out there. It looked pretty adjacent, but not out, says the umpire. The batsman there was outside the off stump, so impact might be outside the off stump. That's the only reason the batsman is still out there. Otherwise, the ball looked quite straight. It was spinning into the stump. Venkat survived on this occasion. 54 matches for Venkat, 607 runs at the average of 18.39, highest score of 60. This time Anirudh just advancing down the ground. Oh, this is nothing sort of a throw there by the captain Chaitu. in the short cover. Easy single there for the batter team as they were through. Still Chaitu going with the throw and conceding extra 4. That should have been single, but courtesy overthrow by Chaitu. The ball went all the way for the boundary. 5 runs in total for RTC. Still a ball spare in this over. 10 runs already of this over. Full outside off stump. Beautifully driven to the cover region. Sweeper cover fielder there in the deep. And he keeps it to 1. With that single, 10 overs have been completed. Rising tough challengers are 84 for the loss of 5 wickets. RTC still need 109 in 60 balls. Misfield there by Naveen Chandra, the fielder in the point region. Beautiful cut shot played by Anirudh, and which gets him a boundary. Welcome boundary for RTC. 6 runs came off the 11th over, which was bowled by Sham Sagar, and now the 12th over begins with a boundary. RTC not way too much behind by runs, but they have lost 5 wickets. Another beautiful square drive by Anirudh. Back-to-back boundaries for RTC and Anirudh, and their score moves to 98 after 11.2. At the moment, the required rate was creeping and was touching to 12, but with the help of 2 boundaries, it gets well below 11, 10.96 to be precise. Good aggressive intent from Anirudh Kapil. Much needed boundaries for RTC. This time he gives him a charge, but just plays it down the ground, all along the carpet. Ravi Chappidi, the man there in the deep, gets the ball back to the bowler in time, and another single, which brings Venkat 12 back on strike now. Another flight at delivery and another good shot down the ground. Ravi Chappidi is an excellent fielder in that position. Keeps it to 1. Nevertheless, Venkat is back on strike. Anirudh Kapil is back on strike now, which is a good sign for RTC. Another good shot by Anirudh, just running it to the leg side for another single. Good over so far for RTC. With that single, RTC reaches to the landmark of 100. They're 100 for 5 in 11.4. 10 runs already of first 4 in this over. This time Arif goes way fuller, and Venkat just defending it in the end. With that thought, 12 overs have been completed. Score reaches 101 for the loss of 5 wickets. Still 8 overs remaining in this match, and RTC need more 92 runs in 48 balls at the required rate of 11.50. This match is slowly but creeping into the hands of Kurukshetra, and it's creeping away and away from RTC. Anirudh still out there, who is 43 of 26. Sham Sagar to continue. Good ball by Sham, and equally well played by Anirudh. An excellent bit of fielding there by Naveen Chandra in the point region. Good all-round cricket by both the teams, resulting in single of the very first ball of the 13th over. This game is not over yet. You cannot count down RTC yet, because Anirudh is still out there, and Venkat is trying to stay with him, trying to play an anchor's role, whereas Anirudh will accelerate. He's looking good, he's scoring good. His strike rate is in excess of 160. It's 162.96 to be precise. Dot ball, that wouldn't have helped the cause for RTC. Another good shot, but only for single. Singles are not going to hurt Kurukshetra, whereas RTC desperately need 1 or 2 boundaries in every over from here on. Minimum 1 boundary is must for them in every over, and rest should be in single and double. Dot balls won't help, and another single. This time Anirudh just runs the ball to the point fielder and takes one, which brings Venkat back on strike. 1s and 2s are not going to do for RTC. They need big shots. At the moment, it's not happening for RTC. They have only managed to score 3 of first 4 deliveries. This time a friendly full toss onto the pads, but just flicks it to the fielder in the square leg region for another single. 4 runs coming off the 5 balls in this over. RTC are 105 for 5 in 12.5. Last ball of the 13th over coming. This time the ball keeping bit low. Nothing much that Anirudh could do about it. Just defending it onto the front foot. Another dot to end the 13th over. 13 overs have been completed. RTC are 105 for the loss of 5 wickets. Required rate now creeping over 12. 88 runs required in 42 deliveries. Required rate is well over 12, 12.28 to be precise, and their current rate is 8.18. They need quick fire runs from both the batters at the moment in order to get them back in the match. Ravi Chappidi, the man now brought back into the attack by the Kurukshetra. Jiva now brought back into the attack. Back-to-back dot deliveries for Jiva. It's getting tougher and tougher for RTC at the moment. They are into the tail and they need to score in excess of 16. Another single for RTC, but this might not help the cause for them. They still need 84 runs in 31 balls remaining. Last ball of the 15th over coming. Jiva to Ramakiran. Good ball. Straight into the stumps. Bowling that well short of good length ball into the stumps. At the moment, it's all Team Kurukshetra. It just looks like it's a matter of time now, as the RTC are seven wickets down and they are into the tail end as far as batting is concerned. Ramakrishna and Shivakumar now playing. Ramakrishna and Shivakumar, the batters, out in the center for Rising Tough Challengers. They are well known for their bowling capabilities, but now let's see what can they do when they have been given bat in the hand. Full straight by Ravi Chappidi. Beautifully driven down the ground by Shivakumar for another single. But singles are not going to help RTC. They need more than 17 runs in over. They need 1, 2 or 3 boundaries minimum in each over from here on if they want to get anywhere near the total. Good hard length there by Ravi Chappidi. Ramakiran just playing it to the cover region. They are coming back for 2. Will they make it in time? Yes, they can. Excellent running. They saw the fielder is slower onto the ball and took full advantage of that and came back for second run with ease. Another 2 for Rising Tough Challengers. With that 2, their score moves to 1-12. Ravi Chappidi full and straight. This time he's been hit down the ground. Fielder settling underneath and takes a beauty. Another one down for RTC. Ramakrishna, the man, dismissed. 8th wicket goes down for Rising Tough Challengers. They are now falling apart in a hurry. Ramakiran trying to go over that fielder and trying to get the maximum in, but failing to do so. Not the connection that he would have loved to have. Just holding out to the deep fielder. Easy grab there by the fielder. Shamsagar there, the man, grabs it with ease. With that, RTC are 8 down. New man in is Vivek. 90 matches for him. 2058 runs at the average of 28.19. Highest score of 100. Very good batter, Vivek. But coming very low down the order to bat. It's hard to understand. He usually plays 2 down or 3 down for his team. But today coming 8 down. It's hard to see a batter like Vivek coming 8 down for rising tough challengers. Let's see what can he brings. What does he brings to the table for his team now? Ravi Chappidi with that last wicket has entered the Fifer club. This time again trying to go onto the stumps and just drifting down the leg, and white ball signal by the umpire. Kurukshetra won't mind that. The intent is there for the wickets. Ravi Chappidi, excellent figure for him. 3.3 overs, 21 runs, 5 wickets. This is as good as it gets. This time Vivek trying to go across the line. The ball kept low. That ball missed the off stump by milli margin, by millimeters. Fortunate for Vivek, he's still out there. Let's see what can he get. What can he do for RTC? Another full straight ball. Huge appeal. But not out, says the umpire. That ball is well going outside the leg stump. That was easily missing the leg stump as it was going away with the angle. It was coming towards the batsman with the angle and away to the stumps. So good decision in the end by the umpire. Another dot. Last ball of the 16th over. Can Ravi Chappidi gets his 6 for? Full and straight inside edge, and this ball is racing away to the square leg boundary. And yes, it does go to the boundary in no time. Good intent by Vivek, getting the inside half of the bat and getting the boundary. Much needed boundary for RTC. With that boundary, RTC score moves to 117 for the loss of 8 wickets in 16 overs. RTC still needs 76 runs in 24 deliveries at the required rate of 19.0, which is looking quite a difficult task at the moment. This time the fielder has timed it beautifully, and a misfield helps the ball to go all the way for 4. Much needed boundary for RTC.
मधु करके आके पढ़ा
Another boundary for Shiva Kumar. He is dealing in boundaries at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries for him and his team. Much needed boundary for RTC. If they want to get back into this match, boundaries are the only way that they can do it. They need more 76 runs in just 67 runs in 22 balls. Single which brings Vivek back on strike. Vivek getting the boundary at the very last ball of 16th over. Now Shiva Kumar getting the couple of boundaries in first two deliveries of the 17th over. 10 runs already of the first three. Full and beautifully driven through the cover region. No man stopping that one. Another boundary. It's raining boundaries here at Ruma Cricket Ground. 3 boundaries in first 4 deliveries. 14 runs of very first 4 balls of this over. Required rate now coming down to 18.60. This is excellent intent, excellent batting by both the batters. Much needed boundaries for RTC. Another full ball outside of stump. Missed by the keeper. Single taken by signal by the umpire. Once more the strike has been rotated, which brings Shiva Kumar back on strike. But ones and twos are not going to do for Rising Tough at the moment. They need more boundaries. With that single, 17 overs have been completed. RTC are 133 for 8. They need more 60 in 18 balls. Another change in the bowling. This time Chaitu, the captain of Kurukshetra, brings himself into the attack. Rising Tough challengers need 61 runs in 18 balls, which is not something that cannot be done. It's still possible as far as possibilities are concerned. Slow leg break and Vivek goes after him. There's a fielder in the deep and he holds him out. Another wicket down for Rising Tough. Chaitu with his leg breaks breaks the partnership. Vivek looking for big one, but getting the toe end of the batter. Intent was right to go over mid wicket, but connection wasn't there. So the 9th wicket down for Rising Tough challengers. They are 132 for 9 in 17.1 overs. They still need 60 runs in just 70 balls.